Again, guys, XNihilio here. Recasting this game I just casted, so I'm making the same video twice, essentially, except for this time I'm going to be talking about it differently. Hold on. Let me mute my friend real quick, or deafen myself, I guess. Anyways, so somebody asked me, what did they ask me exactly again? I don't know, it was a really long comment. Okay. I understand the basics of the game, but every time I try to think about a strategy, I get confused. What's your tip for forming a strat? Every time I sit there and I'm like, I'm gonna do this and get ready with my setup, and doing it in practice is weird. Do you know some basic strats? Are there even basic strats everyone does? If yes, I'd be happy if you share one or two. So, there's a lot of different basic strats out there, and I could do a tutorial series on all of them. If you reference my how to play whatever division videos, you'll see them. Some divisions are just built for certain strategies, and you'll always see them. The strategy that I'm trying to execute and have formulated here for this specific game, where I'm playing TKS against VDV. Well, it's basically the same for all of my TKS games against anybody, right? So I have really strong units in this division. I have Green Berets for deploy, Fallschirmjäger B1 for deploy. Very good, along with AMX 10s as well. They're all very strong units. So I know he has very strong forward deploy units as VDV as well. The Spetsnaz OP, Motostrelki Metis, or Desaniki Metis, I mean. So my plan of action here, right, is to get my strong units into here in the opener, right? Along with some things that will facilitate me holding in, which will be 4 Fliegerfaust and 2 mortars, which are kind of optional at this point, but I want to do it because I'm still sure of my plan here. And the plan was to deploy my forward deploy forces, which will get screwed up by his forward deploy forces. Let's not get that messed up. And then as soon, I've even left some money in the bank here, so that way I can do this. As soon as I see a Spetsnaz, I'm bombing that shit. As soon as I see anything that's really a threat to my forces, my plan up here in my opener, I'm bombing it with the F-104s. That's my plan. So, we're gonna go ahead and start the game. And over on the left, my plan is to, well, Green Berets are here to stop any forward deploy units. He wants to just get into my bush real quick. And behind them, I'm gonna have Bofors and P4 Milans and Tempella as well. So the mortar here is to just try to deny him recon, make it really annoying for him to sit over here. And the Bofors are gonna be deployed into here as anti-infantry and anti-helo assets if he ever tries to just walk across. I'm gonna have the Milans over here as well, just hiding. So, like I said, I bought the F-104s as soon as I can, and Fallschirmjägers. I realized, though, that along with the AMX 10s here, if I can kill these Metis, that I can destroy his Spetsnaz that's over here pretty easy. So that's what I do with my F-104s is I targeted his Metis, and I did get the kills on both of them, despite him having a very quick reaction time and moving them out of those buildings. Now I'm trying to get my MX-10s out and about in a good spot to contend with that T-64. And now I'm going to snipe the T-64. So from here, it's basically all reactionary on a tactical level. It's just on a tactical level, it's all improvisation, you know. And my strategic level of thinking is still going, even though I haven't deployed much aside from the mortars in my opener. Like I said, my strategic goal here is to get up so much artillery that he can't do anything at all. And that's my plan. So moved the Siltus around here. Bit of a misplay. Should have just left it up here and then had another one come out here. F-104 is going to come and nuke that Desaniki BMD because I know that one of his tactical objectives is going to be to gain line of sight of my shit in here, so that way he can move forward with any assets that he potentially has in here and start picking me apart one by one, whether that's a T-64 or some BMDs or something like that. I really want to kill his infantry so that way he can't maintain line of sight. Anyways, so now that this tactical objective has been met, which was taking the town, or I guess that's more of a strategic objective, and the tactical objective is mine is to get down some Milan 2s and the Super Pumas in well, good spots and defend the town. And I know that a tactical objective of his is going to be to get recon in here and push down into the town through this vector to avoid my fortifications that are being put up. Okay, so another tactical objective here was to just try to push him out of the bush, because I'm sure he doesn't have a lot of infantry in the bush by the amount of planes that he's been buying. So I'm able to get to the bush over here and push his T-64 out of the zone. But you see, I'm going to be deploying M48s and Fliegerfaust over to this area to help maintain my position here and deny one of his tactical objectives for getting back into the actual objective, which is take that bush. And it's really that easy too. And now we're in the mid game, and the mid game is, well, it's a lot of reactionary tactics. You formulate tactics based off of what you're seeing. Hey, what do I need to do? What's he trying to do? How can I deny him what he's trying to do? And that's what the mid game comes down to. But I'm gonna go ahead and start transitioning into what I consider my late game by getting at these dual 155s and really starting to get into my arty spam strategy. And everywhere he's tried to gain a tactical advantage, I've been able to push him back. So he is pushing me back concurrently with tons of MiG-27. So, tactical objective of mine was to deny him this bush. How am I executing it? I'm executing it with a smoke mortar, laying down smoke right here, so that way I can get my troops up to here to dismount and then contend for the bush in hand-to-hand combat. Essentially hand-to-hand combat. And you see the Descent Razvedka came out here to try to deny that, try to snipe them in their trucks, but I did get the dismount off, and thanks to that smoke, and this bush is mine. Now, all I have to do is transition into fortifying it with Milans and recon. And further AA would be nice too. But with the 155s down, starting to lay some hate, this is how I'm going to deny him his tactical objective, or his strategic objective of amassing T-64s, is by shelling every T-64 I see continuously. Now, the way he's going to try to deny me of that tactical objective is he's going to come out here and he's going to start sniping my recon as much as possible, so that way I can't see anything. Obviously, if I can't see anything, there's nothing to target with my arty. See? So he snipes that one. He's going to try to contend for this bush again. There's another small tactical objective, and I'm going to try and deny him that. I actually don't really have a good way of denying him that because all of my units are out of position. Aside from these P4 Milans coming up and trying to contend with his mechanized forces here, which is not going to be easy at all. Those P4 Milans can't do it by themselves. No, they can't. .155s. I'm sure he has a T-64 over there, so I'm just gonna start shelling right there. Bowfish is trying to get up in here. Roland's over here. Missing a lot. Killing a lot now. And this LGB bomber did nuke his T-64. Yes. And he's using this helo platoon here to try to retake the tactical objective of this bush. I'm pushing these P4 Milans up on the side, trying to get shots at the BMDs. The BMDs, this is a moment of exploitation where I have a gap with no AT whatsoever, so he's just gonna run through and try to do as much damage to me as he can. P4 Milans. Can't take this fight. I'm gonna have to back out of there because 3 ATGMs to 2. He's gonna win. And, well, I've moved even forward into my own personal strategic objective of getting up so much goddamn arty, it's gonna make him cry. Now, I'm pushing up these shit spam tanks right here. Shit spam tank platoon to try to secure my tactical objective of this push. So you can see when you break it down into like strategic objectives and tactical objectives, you can really think about like yours and the other person's own objectives. You can really think about how the game's actually playing out and what actually matters in the game. And obviously, once I reached this critical mass and he couldn't deny my recon anymore, that was the end of it. But I hope you found this helpful. I can make some specific strategy videos if you guys would like. But if you want to see that, you have to leave a like and you have to comment. You have to comment saying that you want it. Otherwise, I'm not going to know. So use your voice. All right. Have a good one.